Hi there, Mysterious Jackson here from the Mysterious Show here, and I have a special guest with me.
Hi.
Hi. You guys remember my nephew? Yeah. And what we're gonna talk about today, the true timeline to when Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 really ended. Because there's a lot of people to get the timeline misunderstood just because it's getting free DLC. Okay, now, we all remember people that played the game. We all remember when Android 21 and Maju came to the game, it essentially ended. And my nephew can attest to this because me and him played a lot together. And nephew, remember that time when Oob and Android 21 came to the game? What essentially happened to the DLC? Like, there was nothing, right? For how many months and years? Like, it was about for 2.5 years until they came out with DLC 13, because you can't count DLC 11 because that was a free update. And that didn't happen for about a while. And for a lot of people that don't understand, there was essentially nothing for as far as characters. Yeah, there was patches and updates, but that was about it. And how they could build on Xenoverse 2 success for Xenoverse 3, all the DLC that they can have, they can take all the DLC they have from the first two games and put it in parallel quests to unlock everything. And the best DLC, it would have to be DLC 13 because of the amount of the characters we got, story mode, and a lot of fun events that we had going for it. But what I will say, the raid events that have super armor on it, oh my goodness, that is annoying. That is like the worst. And amongst all things, to people who play fighters, it is pronounced Dragon Ball Fighters, not Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Because the last time they used Z in a Dragon Ball name was when Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods came and Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of Frieza. And it stopped earlier than that because when they stopped using the Z in the Dragon Ball name was when Dragon Ball Raisin Blast 1 and 2 came. They brought the Z back into the name is when they made Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. And I know to a lot of people that wasn't a great of a game. It could have been better, but it was a blueprint for Xenoverse. You want to know why? Because that was the very first Dragon Ball game to allow you to make a created character. Because there was no Dragon Ball game prior to that that allowed you to make a Dragon Ball character and play with it. And what they also can do to make Dragon Ball Xenoverse better, give us better creation ideas. Like, and allow the character to make choices that will reflect the story and not just do a slight minor change. And give him the option to go to do a heel turn and become the bad guy. And I know what you're thinking, that's probably you do that in Xenoverse 2. And you technically can't do that, because you can't really do anything bad. You can just do a what if scenario and a what if this happens sort of thing. And,
Be right back, okay?
okay. And what actually sure. And what actually happens is you do little heel turn like things, but nothing significant really happens. And if you make Xenoverse 3 and allow that change to happen, it'll be more like an role-playing game, and like an RPG is supposed to be. And while we're on the subject, if you're going to allow the character to have a voice, allow him to have actual voice, not just while you're playing with it. Because it makes me sick, and my nephew can attest to this, it makes me absolutely sick when your character has a voice and the main cast is talking to him, but you don't really hear other than when you're playing with him. And then when you do hear it, it's just like, yeah. And then it's just like, that's not what the subtext is saying. And then when the cast is talking to them, they're just like nodding their head up and down and then smiling and then laughing, but nothing's coming out. You're just like, what is that? You can tell that they're laughing, but there's no audio coming out, and I hate that in RPGs. And have characters in there that make sense, even if it's not technically in the source material. But like, if it's in, like, say for instance, Dragon Ball Heroes and Kakarot goes Evolution Blue, which he did, by the way, because in one of the episodes in Dragon Ball Heroes, he went Evolution Blue. But because it didn't happen in the manga, or it didn't happen in the what if scenario in the manga, oh, that can't happen? That's bullshit. Because to be honest, even though Evolution Blue is Vegeta's transformation exclusive to him, Kakarot knows how to use it better. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Kakarot fan and a Goku fan. I've actually seen what Kakarot can do with it. And while we're on the subject of Kakarot and Vegeta, stop making him into a gag at this point where he is kicking the villain's ass and then end up taking the loss. Like, I'm so sick of that. If you want somebody to be the butt of the joke besides Yamcha, make Hercule be the butt of the joke. He's already a asshat anyway. And that's no disrespect to the voice actor, because the voice actor is pretty cool. But what I will not allow is for decent characters to take so many L's when he has a powerful form. Hell, he can go Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego. And I know I said Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, but at this point, I don't give a fuck. Because essentially, Ultra Ego is the equivalent to Ultra Instinct. So that's why I said that. And stay tuned for part 2, because there will be a part 2 to this. And we will be talking about fighters. And until then,